How are you? I'm back. Happy New Year from China. It's officially 2018. I don't know what day or year it is ever. But broadcasting to you from the future, I can safely tell you that the world is still spinning. So, you're welcome. So this is where we left off last time. And I hope that you have enjoyed the first two parts of this. If you haven't already seen them, just check out my channel and you can see the beginning of this, if this is your first video. But yeah, this is Getting Over It by Bennett Foddy. It's gonna take me just a few minutes to remember how to do this, because I haven't done it in a while. Well, not in a while, but since yesterday. Actually, it seems to me that it probably makes the most sense. I probably should have practiced a little bit before I streamed. But that's okay. It's better this way. It's more organic. So anyway, how was your New Year's Eve? Mine was very boring. But not bad. Obviously, I spent some of it playing this wonderful game, and I talked to some friends, and that's about it. I had a beer, and that was it. I'm very boring. I'm like an old lady. It's really pathetic, you know? But, yeah. If you are back, welcome back. If this is if you're continuing to watch me, thanks for continuing to watch. If this is your first time, welcome to the insanity. But yeah, I think I've said mostly everything I want to say about this game in the first two videos. But if I have any moments of clarity or things that I want to say, I will definitely say them. But, what was I going to say? But yeah, I might get quiet for a little bit, just because I'm trying to remember how to do this. It's always lovely to be back with Bennett Foddy, I have to say. It's like my new favorite game. And I've played some really good ones recently. As you know, I am a big gamer, if you didn't know already, but I'll tell you now. I am really into gaming, but I don't necessarily have all the equipment to play all the games I want to play. And that was part of the reason why I started watching gaming videos on YouTube, because it was like, oh wow, there's this really cool game out, but I can't play it because, you know, I have a MacBook, and unfortunately, a lot of games that are popular, or games that I really like and want to play, are available on PC, but not on Mac. I have Steam, and that's where I usually download the games that I play. And unfortunately, there aren't a lot of games that are available on Mac right away anyway. Usually you have to wait a bit before you can play them. Most of the time, the kind of games that I like to play are Choices Matter type story games. I think that I've always found those fascinating. I started playing the Telltale Walking Dead series, and it's still my favorite of the choose your own adventure, Choices Matter style game. Telltale is, I think, if you're gonna talk about
the pain in knowing this is happening to you, the pain in knowing what more tears we've gained, but through all this, I feel your pain.
Aww.
Octavia Hawkins Richardson.
Whoops. But yeah, Telltale I think is probably like one of the leaders right now in that kind of story. You know, the whole story, the story-based game where you choose what the character does and it drives the story. Always love those. More recently, I've played the third season of The Walking Dead, called A New Frontier, and it was amazing.
I'm crushing your dreams.
As I expected.
You're climbing a mountain with a hammer and no ropes.
Yeah, I know. Climbing a mountain with a hammer and no ropes. I get it. Way to state the obvious. But yeah, so I played that, and thankfully, because I had been waiting to play it, it's been out for like almost a year now. But I wasn't able to play it because, as I said, I don't have a oh, dang it. All right, let's see if I can get this gracefully. See, every time, like, I try to make that same maneuver and I can't do it. There we go. Oh, every time. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so I played A New Frontier because finally I've been waiting for like almost a year, and I was like, why is it not out on Mac yet? Because all the other Walking Dead Telltale games went onto Mac pretty quickly after they were released. Because that's how I played basically all of them, was on my Mac. You know, season 1, season 2, even the Michonne series, which was not I think out of all of them, it was my least favorite. I just thought it was too short and a little too one-dimensional. Like, the story was literally just, okay, Michonne is trying to get over the death of her family, which I get it, right? Like, that is a serious thing. But I really don't think I learned anything new about her character, you know? And it started to get really annoying after a while. Like, the stuff that she was doing and the choices that you had just sort of became a little mundane. So, anyway. But, you know, feel free to try it out on your own and, you know, see how you like it. Oh, come on. Come on. Yes. Oh, I keep doing that. Why does it happen like that? Okay. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, The Walking Dead Michonne. So that was the last, that had been the last Walking Dead one that I played, and it was my least favorite. And so I was really looking forward to A New Frontier because I knew that Clementine was going to make an appearance, and I love her so much. We know that. Who doesn't love Clementine? If you've ever played the games, like, she's like...
The mountain seems no more a soulless
you know,
thing, but rather as
she's
a shape of
the shit. Basically, is what you have to understand. She's amazing. And it's kind of cool. It was really cool to see her sort of grow up, because you sort of feel responsible for her in a way, because you've seen her from the time she was, 7 years old playing as Lee, and then to see her grow, see her as a teenager, being able to take care of herself after everything that she'd been through was awesome. So yeah, I love Clementine. I've loved her since forever. And so yeah, that series, The New Frontier was really cool, because you really got to sort of see how she had evolved as a character since the last time that you had played as her. And then also, like, the new characters were also really cool. I really enjoyed the Javier character. He was not very one-dimensional, which was great. And his whole family dynamic was cool. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to give away the story by accident in case people want to play it, but I highly recommend it if you haven't played it already. I was not able to play it on my computer, however, which was really disappointing. I hated that I wasn't able to play it on my computer. I had to play it on my iPhone, which was a little more difficult. But it worked out all the same. I thought that was kind of weird too. Like, it's out on iOS, but it's not out on the actual MacBook OS, Sierra or High Sierra or whatever the hell it's called now. But yes, I played that and it was really awesome. And I super enjoyed it. And so that was my favorite. And then, but I think right before that, I don't remember if it was before or after. I think I played it before because I think I didn't realize. But Telltale has other games, right? So I had only played until recently one other series other than The Walking Dead by Telltale, and that was the Back to the Future one, which was actually really awesome. It was sort of a continuation from the end of the last movie, I think. And it was pretty cool. And I played that. And then recently, I was looking on Steam, because on Steam, I don't know if any of you have ever used Steam, but you can search on Steam for games according to genre that you like. So there's that genre called Choices Matter. And so I just looked that up, and as I was looking at that, one came up called The Wolf Among Us. And I looked at it, I checked out the trailer, and it was apparently a Telltale game. And the more I looked at the trailer and the more I learned about the title, the more I was super into it. So I downloaded that and I played it, and it was amazing. Not, again, to give too much away in case people want to actually watch it or play it. But it's like The Walking Dead game. It's based on The Walking Dead comics. And The Wolf Among Us is based on a different comic series called Fables. And essentially what it is it's another universe where fairy tale and folklore and legends exist in this like noir like world. So it's very dark, very adult, not for kids at all. It's a lot of profanity and nudity and things, but very, very good storyline. And you play as the big bad wolf, Big B Wolf, as you call him. And so basically what happened was there was this whole like I don't know how to call it, like upheaval of Fable characters from their homelands, and they ended up having to go to New York City of all places. And Big B, or the big bad wolf, he ends up becoming the sheriff, and the whole thing is sort of his redemption story. So the reason he agreed to become the sheriff is that he wants to prove to everyone that he is no longer this scary big bad wolf that eats people and, huffs and puffs and blows people's houses down. That he actually can be a good guy. And so, basically you play as him, and it's really, if you're into the whole, like, noir detective thing, you will love this, because that's basically what it is. He's, like, sort of this really, he's this really, like, rough and rugged, like, classic noir detective guy. And there's a lot of characters in it that you would know from fairy tales, and then there's some that are pretty obscure but interesting that you also get to meet. So yeah, it's really awesome, and I highly recommend it if you're into that kind of thing. I mean, like, Snow White is in it, Ichabod Crane, Mr. Toad from The Wind in the Willows. I mean, it's really cool. Tweedledee and Tweedledum from Alice in Wonderland. So yeah, lots of cool characters and a good story. So anyway, I highly recommend that you check that out if you're into that kind of thing. So Telltale, so my point is that Telltale is one of my favorite game developers right now, because that's the kind of game they make, the kind of game that I really enjoy playing most of the time. And from what I can tell, they're sort of the best that are out there right now. So as you can see, I've made it back up to this little overhang, and I honestly can't remember how I really can't remember how to get back up there. It's really unfortunate too, because I just spent all this time. I don't know how long I've been recording, actually. It's probably going to be time for me to stop soon. But I don't know how to get up here. It's really unfortunate. But I'm gonna try. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I can swing myself, like from here. I'm gonna try it, and if I fail, I fail. Oh, there it is. I did it. Okay. Okay. I know I got really quiet there all of a sudden, because I really don't want to fail at this. I really want to get a little bit further than I did the last time. And I want to be able to make some forward progress here. Okay. Alright. So somehow I need to figure out how to get up to this cliff above me. Not to the trash can. I mean, the trash can might be able to help me, but essentially I don't want to be over there. I want to be above where I am. So let's see what I can do. No. Okay. Calm down. Okay. Let's see what I can do. Because, see, the problem is I can't do the thing that I had been doing before, which is basically just swinging myself up. I have to figure something else out, and I don't know what it is. I don't know how to. Ooh, no. Okay. I keep. Oh, I was so high up there, but I can't figure out how to. There we go.
I'm gonna let you be for me.
That's the funniest. When you like make some progress, and then he's like, yeah, you're really sucking right now. I hope I'm not distracting you. I'm gonna leave you alone for a while and let you figure this shit out. It's really funny. It's really, really funny. Anyway, probably not funny for you. You're probably super bored right now. So I apologize for that. But at least you did get to see me do some forward momentum, which is great. You got to see me go up a little higher. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna do this, because I really, that's the only thing that I would definitely like suggest. Like, if I could make some suggestions to the developer for how to improve this, I really wish that there was a timer somewhere on the screen, or I could go into pause and see like how long I've been playing, but it doesn't let you do that, as far as I know. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Just talks about the sensitivity, music, volume, voiceover, subtitles. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I wish there was a way to figure that out. I probably should have looked at the time when I started, but I wasn't paying attention. Whoops. But anyway, I don't think it's quite been 30 minutes yet, so I'm gonna go for a little bit longer, and hopefully I can get back to where I was. Oopsie. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing with video games. But I think what I want to try to do soon is try to just buy like a cheap like gaming PC laptop, because like I have an Xbox, but it's at home and I just never brought it over here with me, and I would hate to have to lug that everywhere, and I think it would just be easier to bring a laptop that I can play all my games and stuff on. Or what would be even nicer is if game developers who made PC games would start making them compatible with Mac. I don't know how hard it is to do, but a lot of the games that I play are not that technologically complicated, as far as I know. Like, it's a lot of like reading, and so it's a lot of dialogue stuff. It's not too bad, especially with the Telltale games. So yeah, that would be my wish, that I can start playing more games. Now some of my classic favorites I can still play on the Mac, like The Sims 4 and stuff. So that will always be my favorite. I love that it has all the challenges and stuff, and I like to watch some YouTubers play to get idea of like different ways to make the game more interesting. So like I was watching one YouTuber or a few YouTubers, and they did one called the Rags to Riches Challenge, which basically what you do is you start a sim off and you take away all their money. So they literally have $0, and the object is to make them into a relatively wealthy sim but they can't, the rule is that they can't have a job, and they have to start off with zero simoleons. And it sounds really hard, but it's actually not that difficult, because The Sims 4 has a lot of ways that Sims can make money, because there's like lots of little things you can do. Like, you can go and you can dig for treasure. You can go fishing and sell the fish that you catch. And if you are really good at it, you can catch like even more and more expensive fish. You can look for frogs. And if you go to the right spot, you can find the really expensive frogs and sell them. You can do painting, and the more you paint, the more expensive the more the paintings are worth. Like if you get your painting skill up, there's lots of things you can do. You can even garden. Gardening actually is a surprisingly lucrative thing, and that's sort of what I ended up having my sim do. I started off with a few things just because I wasn't sure exactly like how to do it, and then what I did was I got enough money so that I could buy an easel by just digging for treasure and digging for frogs and selling fish, and then but also when you can also go out and harvest, like in the parks and stuff, seeds. Gardening is so lucrative. Like I think I ended up collecting a whole bunch, like 20 or 25 seeds of various varying like a variety of different kind of plants. I think I had like snapdragons and strawberries and wildflowers, and apple seeds, and which I made an apple tree. And then like I just gardened. I watered the plants, and I weeded and all of that. And then eventually I was able to evolve them to a point where they were worth a lot of money. And the cool thing too is that in The Sims 4, you can go, like, if you're talking about your Sims needs, like food and having a place to clean up and go to the bathroom, they have the gym now, and you can go to the gym, and the gym has usually couches, so you can take naps, and it has showers, so you can take showers there, and toilets, so you can go to the bathroom, so you can do that all for free. And if you go to a bar, any of the bars, you can get chips for free from the bar. So that takes care of your hunger for the most part, until you start making more money, and then you can actually just go and like buy food from some places. If you go to the city, for example, if you have the city living expansion pack, you can go to food trucks and buy food, and it's not super duper expensive. So anyway, I don't know why I just rambled about The Sims. I hope that wasn't boring. People are like, I didn't come here to watch you or to listen to you ramble on about The Sims. I came here to watch you fail at getting over it by minute 5. So yeah, I don't know. Ooh, yay. See, this is the one that I keep messing up on, because I have to keep that upward swing. So if I don't, I get stuck here, and then I end up falling back down. I hate this part. Although I have to say, this is probably not the hardest part in the game that I've seen. I've obviously seen way harder parts from the other streams that I've watched of this game. There we go. Yay! Oops. Okay. I think I'm going to drop myself down here. Drop. Yes. Alright, and I'm going to See, every time I get caught right there. There we go. I think I figured out how to get up once I'm in that area. So that's good. Come on, Bennett. Ooh, I was so close. Really? Come on. Come on. Every time I freaking get stuck in this little crevice and then I end up falling all the